Alright, we are on the play here in match 4 of this league. Matches 1 to 3 were streamed, but they should be up by now. Yeah, I would definitely post those before this one. This hand isn't all that bad. We have a few lands, which is maybe more than we want, but Serum Visions is going to be quite nice here. We'll probably grab a Steam Vents off of this. Cast Visions, have some burn spells. Denial might not do anything good. We really just want to find a threat with this. We have interaction, so that's all fine. What we want is a threat. We have lands, we have interaction, we even have denial, so we have some interaction for things like removal spells. I don't think we're going to want double green here, so I'm not going to bother getting the breeding pool. Double red seems a lot more likely. Forest, Delver, and Bauble. Let's top the Delver, bottom the Bauble. I don't think it's worth having the Bauble at this point. If we put it under the Delver, we are definitely delaying that Delver from transforming. If we put it on top of the Delver, that's probably even worse because it means we find this a turn later. I want to play the Delver with the Steam Vent so we can keep Misty for Delver Scry if we don't need to crack that. If they go for a Bolt or a Push, we might grab a basic island and Denial it. Denial doesn't look like we're going to get much value out of it anyways, so it's probably worth just using it to counter something. Giving up Delver Scry doesn't really matter when you're saving your Delver by doing so, so this is absolutely fine. We got value out of Denial, so that's good. The opponent has an uncontested turn 2, but that probably doesn't mean much. We couldn't have countered anything anyways, and we couldn't stop that Goyf. We could theoretically Tarfire plus Bolt it, but that sounds kind of horrendous. Steam Vents, no thank you. Okay, what's the plan? It might be Tarfire plus Bolt. Instant's already in the graveyard, so this will just be a 4-5. That feels really bad, and then they can Lily, tick down, or just anything to kill this. We're in a terrible spot. If they have absolute nothing, we might have a chance. I'm going to Tarfire plus Bolt. Alright, we 2-for-1'd ourselves. Not that we really had a way around that. I do like burn spells against Jund. Killing Bobs, Skoos, Lilianas, all things I enjoy. Sometimes they're just not very good though. Yep. Sack Delver. We did not have another Denial. Echoing Truth. Pretty sure that's another one I cut against Jund. We're going to play this tapped. You know what? They don't know we're on Rug yet. I like that a lot. I like that very much. If they Thoughtseize us, we might just scoop. It's kind of early, but still. I kind of like the opponent not knowing we're on Rug. This game looks like it's pretty well over anyways, so I don't feel like there's a big downside to that. We have a Bloodbraid Elf. This is going to very quickly go poorly for us. Tarmogoyf. Okay. We're going to let them have a little more time. Lily's going to tick up. I'm going to discard this Echoing Truth because I plan on boarding it out anyway, so I don't mind showing them that. I want to see what they might show us. Maelstrom Pulse. Okay. That's still stock. Nothing interesting about that. Yep, take 3. We're going to draw a card and probably scoop Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, we don't have a way out of this. We can snap Bolt Lily. Actually, we snap Tarfire Lily to shrink the Goyf. Snapcaster Mage theoretically trades with Bloodbraid Elf. And then we find a way to deal with the 4-5 Goyf. However, that Liliana is going to tick up. I don't really want to discard this forest. Theoretically, we could have snap bolted this sooner before this attacks. I don't think we have really... Do we have outs to win this game, theoretically? What way do we win this game? We snap bolt, this goes down. They probably have a removal spell for this. We take 8. I'm just gonna scoop. It's very unlikely we come out of this alive. I'd rather they don't know what's up. We could have discarded that Snapcaster Mage. I imagine they know we have Snapcaster Mages, so that's something. We could have hoped that they would show us another card, but Jund doesn't have all that much flexibility for one-offs like that. We're going to bring in the mid-range stuff, and the removal, and the Blood Moons, because I would love to mess with their mana. 8 cards? No, I want 9 cards. What's the other one? Spreading Seas. Messing with Jund's mana is very fun. Also, if you can turn off a Raging Ravine or 2, the Blood Moon or Spreading Seas probably did enough work to warrant it. Plus, Spreading Seas draws you a card. It's so great. We are going to board out Curious Obsession. Why is this like this? I want to see my traverses. Probably just need to make that smaller. That's something to think about later. Curious Obsession going to come out. They have a lot of spot removal. Thought Scour is going to go because we are going to have a lot of interaction on both sides. Those graveyards will fill. And let's board out a bunch of counter spells. We're going to keep Snare Denial. Yep, 1 Snare, 1 Denial. Those are probably the best ones. Mana Leak, not very good here. It's a bit better on the play, I will admit. I still don't like hoping to hold up counter spells, though, against discard decks. Jund wins the top deck war. We can cast Visions and Delver. I don't really want a mulligan, so I think I'm actually going to roll with that. We're going to go turn 1 Visions, probably. Give us enough chances at turn 2 Goyf. We're probably not getting there on the tempo game with the Delver anyways, so I'm not in a rush to throw that down. I don't mind drawing either of these. These are both very nice. Bobble's not going to let us draw the Dismember before Flooded Strand shuffles it away, so I think Dismember's the one I want ever so slightly more. Maybe next turn we just play out Delver, hold up the fetch land. I'm not sure. If that's the plan, we probably want the Bobble on top. Actually, maybe we should have put the Bobble on top anyways for more Delver Scry action. Am I willing to shuffle away? I kind of want Delver to bait out Fatal Push. But at the same time, we can go Goyf, then Delver plus Goyf. And that's probably worth it. Serum Vision's going to protect Tarmogoyf from a Lightning Bolt. So we're waiting on those Fatal Pushes. Cat's out of the bag now. Hopefully we can take it. If they didn't figure out that Misty Rainforest meant Rug before, I imagine Breeding Pool and Tarmogoyf did the trick. Basic Swamp. Ooh, maybe they're playing around Blood Moon as well. Maybe not. They could just be conserving their life total. That's entirely possible. Tarmogoyf down. Well, Tarmogoyf's also a 4/5 now, so that's not bad. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Goyf of their own, and we do. We're going to go Delver plus Goyf here to protect Tarmogoyf from Liliana. And then hopefully next turn we can deal with their Goyf and start cracking in. Engineered Explosive's really annoying because it has a converted mana cost of 0, meaning you can cast it anytime you want. So auto yield does not yield unless you hit 6, but I don't want to give up all my priority. Bob. We can kill both of those guys, so that's perfectly fine. We are going to be weak to Liliana, but I think that's acceptable. They haven't shown us a Thoughtseize yet, so they probably don't have one in hand, which means we're going to crack this to get the extra point in. Dismember you. Pay 4. Do we bobble before we forked bolt? Technically, we should have bobbled at the beginning, just in case we wanted to hold on to that. I would rather they don't draw a card than save. Then again, we know they have a Blood Braid. No, I'm just going to kill it, I think. Yeah, they might block. I don't like that. I don't want them to block Goyf with Bob. That's unfortunate. Mishra's Bauble really feels different than Gitaxian Probe. You can it hurts. It hurts when you draw a Delver and you had one blue up that you now waste. Here comes Bloodbraid Elf, right down Bloodbraid Elf lane. Yep, what do we got? It's a Goyf. That's a problem. Well, we're going to take 3. That makes me wish I had Forked Bolt in hand. But I digress. At least they didn't get to draw an extra card. Snap Forked Bolt would be awesome. Alright, what do we got? Basilisk Collar. Oh, boy. Yes. Yes. We are not casting Delver of Secrets. We are going to punch in for 5 and gain 5. Oh, how I like that. Oh, dear. I'm going to hope they don't have removal spells. If they do, I'm going to be sad soon. But, boy, gotta say, I am a fan of Basilisk Collar. That's a 10-point life swing. That's pretty big. Another Bloodbraid Elf could kill us. Overgrown Tomb tapped. That's a good sign. I imagine they're cracking in with Goyf, maybe leaving Bloodbraid back to block. Not if they have interaction here, though. Basilisk Collar does leave me wary of Kolagon's command. Yeah, I like those attacks out of our opponent. Also makes me feel like they don't have removal, because if they did, this probably would have cracked in, and this could have been blocked in another way. Okay, so we can pop all the Goyfs. Sorry, the 2 Goyfs and the Skoos. Don't know how much I like that. We're definitely cracking in. I don't think we want to go EE on 2 pop right now. Doesn't seem like the play. They're probably going to chump with this. Scavenging Ooze is a very good card. I would be quite surprised if they gave that up. We're still going to gain 5, so that's nice. Our Tarmogoyf offsetting the work their Tarmogoyf is doing. Skoos eats Bauble. Oh, I might have messed up. Nope, we're still okay. We are okay. I thought I screwed up. We're going to play Delver, and I think we're going to set EE on 2 here, just to use our mana. I don't think we're going to want EE on any other number, so I feel like it's fine to do it here. It gives the opponent some information that maybe they shouldn't blow up our Tarmogoyf with something, save the removal for, say, Delver, or maybe they don't go so deep on Scavenging Ooze as they otherwise would. But I think I want to do this, and I like the idea of doing it now. We have a lot of live draws, and I want to be able to cast them. One thing I'm certainly wary of is how much they can grow this Scavenging Ooze. I have 2 creatures, they have 3, and they have access to 4 green mana. So this can become a 6/6 potentially, which means we're looking at 10 here plus a bolt, and that's death. That, of course, requires them to have drawn a Lightning Bolt for turn. And if we chump with this Delver of Secrets, we're probably in bad shape. Then again, maybe they're attacking like this because of the EE. I'm going to take this. I'm going to assume they don't have the Bolt. Maybe they just have a removal spell for the Goyf. Skoos. Skoos again. I think if we chump with the Delver, we're probably in a very bad spot. So I don't like that idea very much. But maybe that's wrong. Maybe we should fear the Bolt. I'm not sure. I guess we could chump with Delver, and then clear the board with the EE, but that still feels quite bad. Do you have it, opponent? No. Okay. They did not have Lightning Bolt. We are, however, dead to Bolt off the top. That's a Vendilion click. That'll come in handy. I assume they have interaction for this, but they might not. I am going to swing with it. I don't think I swing with the Delver, though. I'm not sure. We can always crack this, but that means we don't get to click. Then again, if I want to click, I have to chump with both. So you know what? We're probably going to end up cracking that EE. Let's swing with the team. Get some damage in. Don't hate gaining 4. I almost want to crack the EE to grow Tarmogoyf, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Because then Goyf dies. And that's bad. We're also dead to Bloodbraid Elf. Yep. I imagine they would have pushed the Goyf. Oh, I forgot about Lifelink. Whoops. Alright, I want to pop this now, I believe, so that they have to fetch out a Shock. I don't think they run 3 forests. So if they want to gain any life off of this, it defeats the purpose. So I believe we're just going to commit to that right away. Hopefully Goyf did enough work. Goyf gained us a lot of life. I believe 13, not to mention all the damage it did. Top deck, War. Okay, Jund usually is favored in these, but we have a lot of fun toys post-board, such as the click in our hand right now. I'm gonna hope they didn't hit any hand disruption, and they did not. Fantastic. If that was a Liliana, a Thoughtseize, or an Inquisition, I would have been very sad. I kind of want to hold on to this. We're going to click them. Don't know if we're going to draw step click them. Maybe not. I like the idea of getting them if they hit Liliana or something like that. Maybe we play this. Cantrip into Huntmaster is something I'm weary of. Maybe we just hold it for the bluff. I'm going to put it down. Go to the opponent. I think I'm going to go for the draw step one. Just in case they hit something very nice. They didn't have hand disruption before. Oh, we should have held on to this. I don't know how to play Vendilion. Wait, it's non-land, isn't it? It is non-land. Never mind. We're done. Also, we know that they have 2 lands in hand, which is fantastic for us for obvious reasons. We have a 2-turn clock, and it's a Helix. We have a 2... Never mind. Completeness sake, I want my life. We deserve it. Why shouldn't I have my repeated Lightning Helix? I worked for that. I spent a long time getting that combo together. Okay. I think I like everything. I am a fan of having 17 creatures, I must say. These usually die soon enough anyway, so I don't really care if they transform in any sort of timely manner. Just having Delvers to take removal spells, and then Goyfs and Nux and Huntmaster and Mandrills and Click to try to finish things off, although Mandrills doesn't do that well on the ground. It's certainly much better against Jund's boards than it is something like Death Shadow, either the Grixis version or the Jund version. So I think I still like all the Mandrills here. Plus, we're expecting a boatload of Terminates, Maelstrom Pulses, Dreadbores, all the removal you could imagine. Echoing Truth did not come out. Do I normally take that out? I apparently do not. I don't like that decision. I believe I played against Jund on the stream of this same league, and I do believe I took it out. We're going to keep a Thought Scour instead. I'd rather have that. Is that okay? We could have a counter spell, but I think I'd rather have Thought Scour. Don't really like counter spells here. Snare hits a lot of their stuff, so I can live with that. Denial sometimes is the bee's knees. Sometimes it's hot garbage, but sometimes Denial, man. I'm going to keep this. Once again, if we don't have to mulligan against Jund, I don't want to. I like having a semblance of a hand. If we mull to 6 and then they go turn 1 discard, turn 2 discard, we're just going to have such a bad day. Turn 1 Delver? Smells like turn 1 Delver. You know what? We could hold up Spell Snare. We're going to do that. Maybe should have led on Flooded Strand. Maybe. Then again, this way we're holding up Blood Moon mana a little more discreetly. I feel like we took 2 damage for nothing, though. We're going to put Delver down now. It's probably going to die. Spell Snare, likely to get laughed at by a Liliana of the Veil. They probably saw through that Spell Snare. Shocking there, I don't like. I think that was a mistake. We should have led on the Flooded Strand. Even if we fetch out an island right away and let them know Blood Moons are coming. It's not like we have Blood Moon in our hand, and that's only so big a deal. This feels much worse. Lily ticks down, Delver gone. This is probably going to be a 2-for-1 at minimum. We probably want to fetch here. We're going to be fetching sooner or later, so we may as well get this out of the way. Stubborn Denial. Counters target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. The opponent has no mana up. This is not a creature. We had Spell Snare instead. We drew Denial just now. Ah, that's really annoying. Let's go Foothills Pass. Hold up Vendilion Click. What are we going to discard? It might be that Spell Snare. You know what? It might be the Denial that I'm wishing I had a turn ago. Probably not going to be good at this stage of the game. It had a chance. It had a chance. Unfortunately, it was 1 card too deep. Spell Snare, still quite possibly going to be great. And all of these cards are cards that I like quite a bit. We're going to want this. I plan on casting this on their end step. Snapcaster Mage, Traverse, both very good. Let's get rid of Denial. We just need a sorcery, a tribal, or an artifact, and Traverse is online. There's the Goyf. Well, we're not casting Click, but that's probably okay. That's probably acceptable. Oh, do we have a Bob? It smells like Bob. We don't have Snap Snare. That would have been awesome. Alright, we're in trouble. I'm going to fetch out a Forest. Once again, looking to thin that deck. I want to get to 4 mana anyways, so we're going to do it earlier rather than later. Tarmogoyf I like. Although I don't like that this is at 2. Casting Tarmogoyf also puts down Snap Snare, which probably isn't even that big a deal. Puts down Click as well. They have 1 card. We can discard... what? I like all of these. If we let Liliana tick up, hope that they don't find a Bolt effect in the top 2 off of Confidant and the draw. And then we go for the Click, and then we discard Snapcaster Mage. I don't see myself discarding Traverse here when it's going to be online soon enough. I think that's what we're going to do. Then again, we could go Goyf, flash in Snapcaster Mage to take the Liliana bullet. That's kind of enticing. That kind of is very enticing. I almost want to do that. Then again, if they have a Bolt effect, we're going to get very punished. But if this ticks up, we're giving up the Snapcaster Mage as a 1-for-1 anyways. So I don't think there's actually that much opportunity cost there. We're basically damned if we do and damned if we do not. Hopefully they don't find anything good off of this Dark Confidant. It's another Liliana. Well, that means they're going to go tick down... cast Lily tick down, and that's quite unfortunate. Snapcaster Mage was not long for this world. We do want more green because of Traverse. Let's get this guy out here. On the bright side, our opponent took 3, getting that Liliana, so maybe we will burn them out somehow. Let's go with Stubborn Denial. I totally have Simian Spirit Guide, Metamorphose. Too bad there's no... I don't even know what creature it would be. Wizard Spirit Guide? Probably not. Oh, that's rough. That is very rough. Okay. Looks like we're going to have a nice little game of Bob Roulette, because we're not winning this any other way. Bye-bye click. Liliana, tick down. Goyf gets sacked. Delirium still not on. Ever so unfortunate. Yup, Goyf goes away. Savage Knuckleblade off the top. Which, well, they're going to swing with this. So Nux can take out Lily. Nux. Flooded Strand. They're going to tick up, so I think we're going to hold on to the Flooded Strand for discard fodder. I don't think we're winning, but we are going to try. Bob, even if Bob reveals Bloodbraid Elf into Bloodbraid Elf into Bloodbraid Elf, I think we lose. Lightning Bolt, well, that certainly doesn't make things easier for us. That means we take 5 here. I don't think we can really afford to take 5. Okay, they discarded Bolt. They're going for the long con. That's fair. They are definitely in a position to go for the long con. Doesn't mean Bob Roulette gets... No, Bob Roulette is completely awful. We aren't winning. Oh, that's not nice. Then again, this isn't even online, so... Hey, now we can top deck Traverse and cast that one. Land Goyf, that's pretty good. The opponent had a very nice turn. 2 turns in a row, actually. Those were very good. We're going to take 2, go down to 9. Then we take 7 on the next turn. What do we got? Is it good? Is it everything I've ever dreamed of? It's Serum Visions. That could be anything. I don't believe there's a card. Do these 2 even do it? We're going to top both in such a way that Goyf can come down off of this Visions. Goyf is going to eat Lily's thing. Eat a Lily sack. We're going to bottom Delver, top Nux. Delver gives us a chump block, but I don't think it's good enough. We're going to play this. It's going to get sacked. They're going to knock us down, and I dare say we are dead regardlessly of what they draw. Tarmogoyf. Well, that certainly makes matters more difficult. Goyf dies. We go to 2. We cast Nux. We are swinging. We are absolutely swinging with Savage Knuckleblade. They are going to have another Tarmogoyf. Maybe we don't swing with Nux. That's probably the way to go. I doubt they have anything of 5 CMC, so swinging with Nux probably doesn't win us the game, but we're losing regardlessly. And, well, Savage Knuckleblade wants blood. What can I say? I can't sate it. This little guy, I shouldn't even say little. This guy looks fairly large. There's not really anything to give proportions in the art, but I would assume Ogre Warrior Savage Knuckleblade is relatively beefy. Alright, GG's opponent. And they found a Lightning Bolt. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we swing. Well, actually, no. The fact that we couldn't block both of these is why we swing, but that's besides the point. We are dead. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you in the next one.